To leave, Kelly and Steve and the boys had to leave in the morning, and we were gonna kind of slowly make our way up towards.
We went around. We weren't going back through Grand Teton.
So I asked the lady at the campground, what's the best way to go, not up and over mountains, but kind of around the mountains. And so she kind of gave me an idea, but we really ended up having to look at a map and stuff because she wasn't really sure.
Yeah, so we ended up going through Wyoming. And
We went south from Grand Teton. We went, so here's Grand Teton.
We went southeast.
We went south, and then we went up, and then back over, up to Great Falls up here. It was really weird. We just...
Right, we went south, and then we went east before going north and then going west. But it was kind of bypassing some of the mountains. We actually went through, what was it, like Wind River Valley or something like that? You go down through into mountains and stuff. We have video. It's really cool.
I'm gonna, so some of the video we have doesn't have sound.
That's why we're doing this introduction.
So we're doing this little introductory video to our trip because for whatever reason we were recording with a phone that just wasn't working that great that day.
Yeah. So we're getting long-winded. We should kind of...
I'm super happy that we went south from Grand Teton and back up around to go northwest in Wyoming, because Wyoming pretty quickly became my favorite state in the whole world.
Yeah. Truck started giving us issues again, like it was getting tired and just
We
really,
could tell.
yeah, like when it starts having a hard time pulling a camper when it's been running all day. So we ended up stopping in Cody, Wyoming for the night, and it was my birthday, so it worked out awesome.
So
I told Nicole.
you ruined it. I was gonna like kind of lead up to that, and you just like shouted it out.
Should we edit that out then? No, you can't lead up to it. So we'll post a picture. I saw a sign that said Cody 70 miles, and I was like, I'm stopping at a sign that says 32 because I turned 32, and taking a picture with it.
And I was like, Cody, there's not going to be a sign that says 32 miles away. That's ridiculous. I thought it would say 20, it would say 25, but 32,
Yep.
Silly.
We found one. It says 32.
We found one.
And I got a picture with it. Yep.
Yeah, and we actually recorded ourselves walking to the sign and talking about Cody's birthday and how exciting it was because we drove through Wyoming on his birthday.
Yep.
And
oh, sorry.
That's okay, go ahead.
I've never been to a rodeo, so we ended up Cody, Wyoming.
None of us have ever been to a rodeo.
Right. It happens to be the like national city of rodeos. Cody, Wyoming has nightly rodeos.
And Cody, this Cody, has always wanted to like be in a rodeo
Yeah.
or ride a bull or something crazy cowboy like that.
I still do, but not as much as I did before I saw it.
I
That's
feel
kinda...
like now that you've seen it,
I've
it's
seen it on
like,
TV, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. You see it in person, it's like, let me
It's
step back a little
it's
bit.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there was a guy that got thrown from his horse and like stomped on, like on his head, and there was this huge gash. It's like,
It was really, that rodeo was really neat, and I really, really wish we could have, the sound would work for it, but it was cool because they said a prayer
sorry, I was,
before.
they do that forever.
I
for a
didn't know
rodeo.
that. Have you been to a rodeo before?
I've watched a lot on TV.
Okay, I've never. It was so cool because they said a prayer, and I thought that was really cool. They said that these guys, they know the risk they're taking when they get in the rodeo, when they are riding horses or riding bulls or doing dangerous things like that, and yet they still do it, and they thank God all the time for being alive. It was really nice. It was like a really long prayer.
There were a lot of guys that when they got off, they kneeled and did a quick little prayer or something like that too. So I think that they made it off okay.
It was super country and cute. And then also the national anthem, which it made me realize like we haven't taught our kids that yet. So that's
Yeah.
something we'll have to do for homeschooling.
But that's definitely a must-see if you guys go through Wyoming.
Cody, Wyoming, I will live in your city. Just wait. We're going to do a contract there sometime. Because
Well, I don't care. I'm not against that.
anything in Wyoming would be cool, but Cody was like the coolest.
Yeah, having a town named after me, loved it.
Mhm.
Loved it.
Yeah. And it everything was said Cody dentist, Cody this, Cody. We were
Yeah.
driving through and we saw like all these like Cody.
There was a
signs.
Cody's
It was
car lot,
funny.
and I was like, yes!
It was the perfect place to go for your birthday
It was.
because it was all about Cody then.